What's up, you guys? So in the last video we took the Z drifting, had an amazing time, but unfortunately on the last lap the motor took a crap. If you watched the last video, you saw on the lap halfway through, car shut off. I started it and smoke everywhere. Pretty much my thought process was the motor's done, it blew up. But it may or may not be, I don't know. It can either be the head gasket or the rings. So today I'm going to compression test it just to see if all my cylinders are good or if they're bad. And once I do that, I'm still gonna pull the heads off and see if there's anything wrong with the cylinder walls, if there's coolant in the cylinders, we'll find out. And that'll pretty much lead me to the decision of rebuilding this motor, which no matter what, I'm going to rebuild this motor, but also, am I gonna buy a new one, do some simple maintenance, tune it, and slap it in the car so I can get back out to the track. But with that being said, I'm gonna start the compression test to get the final verdict on my cylinders. I looked up the PSI, what they should be at, and it's around 185, so hopefully all of them will be at that pressure. So it is the next day. I cut last night a little early because I was getting tired. And as you guys can see right here, I'm cleaning up all the old oil residue from my plenum. But for the results for the compression test, I read back 155, 150, 155, 155, 155, 150. It's supposed to be around 185, but I talked to a couple people that are a little bit more knowledgeable in VQs, and they said that's fine. But it actually might be my PCV valve that's messed up. And when they go bad, they shoot oil into your plenum. So hopefully that is the case. So I went out and I bought a new one today, installed it. So now all I have to do is clean everything up and put everything back together. Just want to show you guys this real quick. Got all the oil cleaned out. Clearly there is some staining, but that's fine. But I also got the PC valve installed. And then over here, we got all this cleaned out. There was oil in here as well. Got that cleaned out. So we're all good. Gonna slap everything back together and then go for a drive. But I'm not gonna do another time lapse, so here's some YouTube magic. All right, the car is back together. Off camera, I let it warm up to get up to operating temperature, and off rip, there was no smoke. As it warmed up, still continued that, and that makes me so happy because that leads to tell me that it was just a bad PCV valve, and that's all that was wrong with the car. Now it's time for me to drive the car for an hour straight just to clear out all the smoke and see if it starts smoking up again. But I'm not gonna record that because I have no tags, so I can't take it on the main road. I'm just gonna take it up and down my shop road. And my shop road has all of our addresses to the shops, and I can't show that because of the car collection. So I'll see you guys when I come back from the drive. All right, so it went horrible. It went bad. As soon as I got on power, right off rip, it was a smoke show. Cleared out the entire block, like smoked out everything. It was that bad. I took a small little video in the parking lot right here. and that's just a little bit of how much smoke came out. So I'm just gonna call that my rings are dusted. I asked multiple people, talked to multiple people about it. They all agree my rings are done. So the VQ35de is toasted. It needs to come out, and I am going to swap it with an HR. If I can find an HR, I'm gonna do my best to find one. Shouldn't be too hard. I'll probably hit up Sac City or just look on eBay. One of them will have an HR for me. So that's the next step. But honestly, I'm not too upset about this because now I get to pull the motor out, learn more about this chassis, learn more about this motor, and also refresh the car like I've always wanted to do. And just clean up this engine bay because it is atrocious. I found that when you wiggle the terminal, it sparks on the alternator down below, and that is just horrible, and I don't want that at all. So I'm looking at this as a positive thing. I can refresh the car, make it look beautiful again, and get back out to the track as soon as possible. I'm not going to put a timestamp on when I'll be back out, but I'll do my best to get out as quick as possible, but also take my time and learn all of this. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video right here. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great night.